Well be live, but I want to figure this
Hey,
out.
Chip, could you grab me those papers? Those papers.
Check 1, 2, check.
The casters are meeting in the center of the field with the officials.
I'm going to film. Come on. Go ahead.
Thank you. Anything?
Check 1, 2.
Nothing.
You're on, Murph. Go ahead, talk.
Hey. Can you hear
You're
me?
on, but we just can't hear each other.
That's okay.
That's
We'll do this.
problematic. We can do this.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe if I plug this in, you guys don't use it.
No, the input should be. Where is? Yeah. This. I don't know what this is going to. Where's this from?
Any idea what it costs to put this field in there? I think we need an input.
Ready one to toss and elected
Check
to
1, 2.
receive. Belmont will kick. And
Anything, Timmy?
defend the East goal.
Home friend C4 Live.
Hey, Murph. We may not be able to hear ourselves. Let's know. We can.
Yep,
Yes,
my
we can
Uncle
hear
Jack
you.
says they can hear us fine now.
All right,
Hey, Uncle
perfect.
Jack, you should be at the game, but you're at Stoneham tailgating. Went a little long. I get it. Happens.
Well, we should have showed up a little bit earlier, Murph, so we could actually test this out, so we could hear ourselves. That would be nice.
Yep.
But we'll wing it as we go. Listen, Game 4 for the Rockets. Give me 1 second. Get myself lined up here. Brian Lindmark on the camera, as always, with Hall of Famer Jim Murphy on color. Got to grab my glasses, Murph.
Ladies
Can't
and
see anything.
gentlemen, at this time, we would ask
All right.
everyone please rise
Ready for the national anthem here.
to honor those who have served and those who are now serving.
Check 1,
And
2.
to honor America.
I can hear everything
The
now.
Reading
Everything.
High School marching
Yep.
band under the
Can you
direction
hear
of
yourself,
Phil
Jim?
Mulligan plays our national anthem.
Perfect.
Timmy, I got you, baby. I got you. MVP Brian Lindmark.
Oh my
out
God!
the technology.
I think we have a couple of extension cords that we can actually put this down. But you have that. You can strap it on there, Brian. All right. Well, listen, Murph. Welcome to Game 4 for the Reading Rockets. They come in at 3-0, wins over Melrose, Barnstable, and Danvers. This week's opponents, the Marauders from Belmont. I got a chance to look at last week's film, Murph. The Rockets' very first drive was an absolute thing of beauty. And while they shut out Danvers 21-0, the rest of the game was a little bit uneven offensively, right? The Rockets clearly had the game in control. In Coach Fiore's words, there were some self-inflicted wounds in the red zone where there was some real consistency was on the defensive side of the ball. Tell us about the defense.
Defense was great. In fact, I saw James on Saturday morning. I said, buddy, how are films? Because films on Saturday stink no matter what. He goes, Dad, they were great. Because Theo and Blanche love defense, and the defense played great. So film was great. Offensively, they were a little disjointed, but I'm guessing they're going to fix that today with the additions back of Alex DiNapoli and a few other pieces that are back in play tonight.
Hey, check out big number 77, Asa Rosenmeyer, 6'4", 315 as a kicker. He is a guy who works both sides of the line right now, fielded by number 2.
Alex DiNapoli.
Rockets, Alex DiNapoli, beautiful. Rosenmeyer is an absolute hoss. He is he's actually a member of the USA Rugby's under-18 national team.
Wow.
Right? And you will see him, the very first score they had against Cambridge Ridge and Latin, they put him in the backfield like the fridge, and he ran that thing in. So number 77 is an absolute hoss on the line for Belmont. Rockets going to take over here. It looks like there's a penalty, so they're going to bring them back, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 20-yard line.
Where they'll take over 1st down and 10.
Alvin Day comes out as the tailback. Jack Doherty is back from a week off with an injury, so they should have some balance in the backfield between Alvin and Jack. And, of course, it all starts with number 11 pulling the trigger here and his fantastic fleet of wide receivers.
If they pull off a first series like last week, that was, like I said, a thing of beauty, Murph. In the shotgun is James, flanked by Day. 2 left, 2 right. James changing up the play at the line. Back to pass, first play of the game. Throws it down right there. Jesse Doherty, beautiful play for about 8.
Great first play. It's a senior offensive unit led by Jesse Doherty, Ryan Strout, Alex DiNapoli, Aiden Beckenhouse as the receivers. Of course, with Day and Murphy in the backfield, 5 senior skill players, played a ton of football. They know each other's movements like the back of their hand.
Day flanking Murphy here again. Same setup, 2 right, 2 left. This time he hands it off to Alvin, and Alvin, oh boy, rips it. Big gain right there for about 8. You got to love 1st down and 8 gains, Murph.
Up front, the Rockets go with number 73, Brady Swanson at left tackle, number 65, Ryan Mulvey at left guard. In the center, captain Colin Donahue, right guard Josh Robichaud, number 70, junior, and co-captain Eamon Centrella at right tackle.
Murphy flanked by Day again. He pulls it back this time, throws it underneath to Doherty, who's got the 1st down, gets stacked up, and he had enough forward progress to get it. Murph, Belmont comes in 1-2 with a big win over Cambridge Ridge and Latin, their opener, only to lose the next 2 to Wakefield and Tewksbury by being outscored 76-18. Nothing against Tewksbury. Those guys have been absolute D3 powerhouse, but they gave up a lot of points in the last few games after their first victory. Right now, the Rockets moving.
Looks like Belmont's going to play them in a 3-4 defense. Obviously, they're defending here against the pass more than the run because of Murphy and his weapons that he has.
Stroud in motion behind, he hands it up to Day. Alvin rips it up the middle for another 8-yard gain.
Day is the ball carrier. He carries the ball to midfield. Will be 2nd down.
Again, really nice balance here, right? Run and pass. Just like last week, coming out, executing at a high level. So far, just about to cross the 50.
Midfield for the Rockets, call it 2nd and 2. Murphy looks like he keeps it himself. That's a design play right there for James to keep it. He rips it for about 7 for the 1st down.
carries the ball to the
We talked about it last week, Murph. When we start getting James in the running game, it is almost indefensible. He's got four guys that he's thrown to for 2 years, and now he can tuck it and run. I don't know how you defend against it.
Look at all the defensive backs that Belmont has in the secondary. Only 3 down linemen, 8 players defending the pass. They're almost inviting the run here.
In motion, Beckenhuis. This time he does, hands it to Alvin again. What a hole, my gosh. Alvin rips it, definitely looks like he's got the first down again. This looks very reminiscent of last week where Alvin Day carried 4 times for about 45 yards and 10 yards a carry. He's doing the same thing in the first series here tonight.
Coach Fury has to like the balance he's seen so far. They seem to be doing anything they want to do up front in the run game and the pass game.
In motion is Strout. Murphy hands it again to Alvin, and Alvin takes it for another 10. As you said, Murph, the defense is set up for the run, and Reading is absolutely taking advantage of it early.
First down and 10, Rockets.
I look at number 10 and number 4, Doherty and Strout, each having fantastic games, each over 250 yards receiving early in the season. Very difficult to double
back
cover
to
anybody.
pass. He swings it out right there. Nice play right there by Alex DiNapoli. I think it's number 2 over there. Wow.
Pass is complete, but there are flags on the play.
A couple different flags that may be coming back on the Rockets for a hold. We'll take a look.
Good to see number 2, Alex DiNapoli, back after a week off last week with some injury issues. He looks really good. Did a nice job on that kickoff. And again, a nice reception there. It looks like this one's coming back.
It's a 5-yard penalty, so it's going to be first and 15.
First and 15 upcoming for the Rockets.
25-yard line.
Murphy flanked by Day. Doherty and Strout left. Beckenhuis, DiNapoli right. Back to passes. James throws it up wide open this day. Oh, Doherty pulls it down. Any 50-50 play, he's coming down. He makes 50-50 plays about 80-20. He looked beautiful last week, and Jesse Doherty, if you're one-on-one, James has full confidence in throwing the ball his way.
Great to see number 22, Jack Doherty, checking into the game, giving Alvin Day a break. They like Doherty in the pass game. Looks like they're going to go 5 wide here and throw the ball.
Little hurry up right here for the Rockets, too.
First and goal.
Empty backfield. James back to pass. He might keep it himself. He rolls right. He's got time. He's looking. Throws it across right there. Beautiful pass. Alex DiNapoli. Touchdown. Murphy to DiNapoli. Love to see Alex's name called. Like you said, missing last week. The Rockets march down. What a drive. Beautiful. In command. 7:21 to go in the first quarter. Rockets go up 6-0. Looks like they're going to stay out there maybe to try for 2.
They like to run this little gimmicky muddle huddle here, Timmy. They can do 3 different things. They can throw the ball out here to Beckenhuis. James can run it in.
This is the old swinging gate right here. And number 5, it's a
really
side
nice
thing to
Really
Aiden Beckenhuis, undefended. People see that swinging gate and they're not used to it. He can go back to Murphy. He can go left. He can go right. He swings the, here we go. We talked about it last week, Murph. The brand new Hollingsworth Field looks incredible. They get the flashing lights whenever they score. I think Coach Fio said, let's do it after the extra point this time. They were in the middle of an extra point last week. The lights started flashing. I could see the red going right up the side of Fiore's head.
Awesome drive, mixing the run and the pass. Murphy in complete command. Passes to Doherty, passes to Alex DiNapoli. Well done up front as well by the offensive line, running and passing. It really feels like they can do whatever they want tonight so far.
Beautiful. Number 14, Jake Palm, multifaceted athlete. I wanted to mention a couple of guys from last week, Murph. One of them was Jake Palm. Place kicker, punter, wide receiver, and pick 6 returning defensive back. That kid had an unbelievable game last week. What a boom right there inside the 5-yard line. Running it back right now. Gets tackled about the 15. Number 23 is top running back Adrian Garung. Hope I pronounced that right for the Belmont fans watching today. But Belmont offense coming off for the first time today.
Number 31, Austin McCloskey, making a nice play on the kickoff team there. First one down to slow up the returner.
Tell you, Murph, this place is just as packed as last week. There were 3,000 people here. We have the Reading cheerleaders here with all the Pup Wanted cheerleaders. We're going to make sure that we show them a little bit. We can show them now. Look at, he's going to show them now in the middle of a play. That's all right. We'll get back to him in a sec. First play from scrimmage right here. It's at quarterback Jaden Arno. Number 3, it's a handoff sweep. Stacked up immediately. Looks like number 9 over there for the Rockets. That's Jack Bonney.
Andrew Jack Bonney's playing a great job defensively. Plays every snap on defense at outside linebacker. He's been a real great addition. He's a junior, one of the few juniors out there. He'll have a couple years, a couple more games
Guys,
to play.
What a pack of cheerleaders here. We have the Pup Wanted cheerleaders joining our senior cheerleaders. Absolutely awesome. It's electric here tonight. Call it 2nd and 8 here for Belmont. 3 right, 1 left.
Donahue, Robichaud, and Centrella trying to control the defensive line here in a 3-man front.
Back to Arnold, looking to pass, throws a little sweep and overthrows it. Good looking play. Giacomo Iapika was right there, but if he connects, he only has to beat one guy for a big gain, and just an overthrow by Arno.
Number 16, Giacomo Iapika, senior inside linebacker, leads the way on the defense as well. What I've loved, Timmy, is each week there's been a new leading tackler. 1 week it's Beck and Hughes, then it's Jake Palm, then it's Andrew Jack Vaughney, then it's Giacomo Iapika, right? There's not one guy on this defense. They 11 guys running to the football and doing a nice job.
Keeps it himself here. Arno, nice job. Gains something out of nothing, but it's going to be 4th down right here, and you're going to see the punt team come out. I tell you, one thing you notice immediately looking at this field is the number of players here, Murph. Looks like there's about 30 players on the side of Belmont. Very, very small varsity-sized team. It might have double the numbers here on the Rocket side.
Yeah, sometimes they'll do a travel squad, Timmy, so they won't bring the whole team, the JVs or the freshmen, because they have a game tomorrow.
Yep.
But I'm guessing that the numbers are probably just down in their program this year.
Look at big number 77 as their punter, too. Oh, my God, Asa Rosenmeyer. He is an absolute hoss. Nice kick back there is going to be Jack Vaughney. He might let it go, but he scoops up at the 50, immediately rips it off for about 22 yards back, and the Rockets are going to take over from their own 28 with incredible field position. Beautiful play by Jack Vaughney.
The key to the Rockets here, they have to continue to execute. That first drive was relatively easy, but sometimes you get in a comfort zone and you think the whole night's going to be easy. You got to execute every single drive, every single play, and I'm sure that's what Coach Fury is talking about right now. Do not take your foot off the gas. Do not think it's going to be easy. Let's execute.
Guys, we're taking a look at the stands here. They're absolutely packed. We're going to make sure that these guys take a look at this later, Brian, and we're going to get them all fired up earlier. Rockets take over here, 1st and 10 from the Belmont 28. Under center this time is Murphy. Hands it off to Alvin Day behind a huge line. Nice job right there, big number 77. Asa Rosenmeyer does take him down. Gains about 6, though.
Ooh.
Maybe 5.
We got a sophomore, Jamie Donahue, number 66 in the game. First varsity action, as far as I know, at left tackle.
Beautiful, 6'2", 240 listed. He's a big boy, too. It's a sophomore. Love to see it. Right there, Alvin Day. Off tackle right, and Alvin looks like he's about to go in. Gets tackled just inside, right around the probably 6 or 7 yard line here. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Rockets.
Clearly the Rockets want to come out and run the football right here. They think they can.
Where it's going to be 1st down and goal to go for the Rockets.
Looks like 73, Brady Swanson's moved to guard. There might be an injury that I'm not aware of here on the sideline.
Under center is Murphy right there today again, and Alvin takes it. Looks like he's going to go in, and he does. Alvin Day.
7 yards out, goes in for the
I'm sorry,
score.
Timmy. What they did, they went with a heavy set. They put Donahue at tight end.
Gotcha.
And they put an extra blocker in there, an extra lineman to run the football. That was by design. No injury, as
They
I
sometimes
as I
call
thought.
that the beef or the heavy lineup. The moose lineup, they used to call it too. So here it is, the swinging gate again. They don't know where this ball's going to go to, and now they switch and they're going to do a kick. So they're bringing in Palm for the extra point try.
Number 3, Jack Murphy with the hold. Colin Donahue with the snap.
Kick right there is an absolute bomb by Palm.
Big Palm's kick is good.
Rockets with 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first. 14-0.
That may have been number
Actually, it
28. I want to correct myself, Timmy. Carter Lerner, number 28, may have done the long snapping there. I said it was Colin Donahue. I think Colin did it week 1.
Yeah.
That may have been Carter Lerner, number 28.
So I actually think it's 15-0 Murph, and they just changed it off there. I was like, I knew they had a 2-point conversion. We got to talk to Ace Bryson in the scoring booth right now, messing me up here. But 15-0 for the Rockets in the first quarter, and they are in command early. Palm back for the kickoff.
It's his number 14, Jake Palm.
What a bomb by Palm, back to the 5-yard line. Looks like Adrian Garung. Oh, nice run back right there.
Number 15, Shea Donahue
Smashes
on the tackle.
into Say Donahue, who knocks him out, but it's going to be 1st and 10 just inside, probably the 26-yard line here for Belmont. Their second set weren't too successful early against the Rockets. Let's see if they can get something going here in the first quarter.
Number 25, sophomore Robbie Savio, Timmy, and at linebacker to balance off Giacomo, senior Giacomo Iapika. He's done a really nice job. He gets better each week. He'll be around for a long time in the Rocky uniform.
Love to see the sophomores getting some legit play, because Savio is going to be a name that we're going to be calling for a couple of years. Here's Arno. Right now it's a handoff up to, looks like 23 again. Nice run, beautiful. Cuts off and he's breaking away. Only DiNapoli to beat. DiNapoli pushes him out after about a 40-yard run to the 30. I think that's Adrian Garung, number 23. What a run for Belmont.
Really nice job to see Belmont with some fight, right? Very easy this point in the game to give up. They're not giving up. That was a heck of a play. Well executed up front. A couple of missed tackles. They're in Rocket territory.
It did feel ominous early, up 15-0, but that's a huge spark for Belmont now. Arno flanked right by Garung. He's going to keep it himself. Look at big Josh Robertson chase him, but he gets
really nice tackle.
Closed on very, very quickly right there by number 2 is Alex DiNapoli. Listen, Alex DiNapoli had a touchdown-saving tackle right there. DeFord, he gets him again right here.
Textbook tackle by Alex there. Really, it's how you teach it. Just wrap and roll, and really well done.
The ball is at the Reading 33.
Good to see number 22, Jack Doherty, out there at corner again, coming off an injury.
Tell you, big number 70, Josh Robertshow. He was an absolute force last week. Big body in the middle. He's going to be going against their top guy, Rosenmeyer.
Sean Crowley, number 8, at the outside linebacker position, nearest to the screen.
Jaden Arno is a sweep right there. Number 23 is Garung again. Wow. It evades a tackle, but gets stacked up immediately. Beautiful closing speed over there. That was Jake Palm. Palm comes over and picks it up after he evades. It looked like he evaded a linebacker and doesn't get much. He's shifty, Garung.
Probably in 4-down territory here, Tim. Probably not close enough to kick a field goal. Certainly not a lot to gain with a punt. So Coach Blanchard and Coach Fiore are probably thinking about, defending 2 plays here.
Very different game than last week, Murph. It's still a little chilly, but there's no wind at all.
It's a beautiful night.
Shotgun Arno in motion right there. He pulls it back. He's looking to throw the ball. He's going to go wrong. He just overthrows him. Very good coverage over there by Beckenhuis, but well set up play. He just overthrew him.
All these names on defense, but the defense, best defensive player on the field, in my opinion, is Aiden Beckenhuis, number 5. The defense will come, will perform as Aiden performs, and he's the leader out there. There's no doubt about it. Looks like number 28, Carter Learned in the game. Number 74, Brian DeMild. Looks like it's their nickel package defending against the pass.
It's 4th and 8 here, so they need to get at least that. You're right, all 4 down territory here, Murph. I think he jumped a little early. They didn't throw it, but oh my gosh,
get him, Carter
Learned. Number 28, Carter Learned comes in and closed it down. I'd say it's a coverage sack, but Learned was so quick it didn't matter. He looked up, he had no one to throw to, and he pushes it back. And the Rockets are going to take over their 3rd series, the 39-yard line with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Timmy, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Brendan Lindmark, number 7, leading tackler last week. Heart of the defense type of kid. He's out with an injury tonight, number 7. We miss him out there for sure.
I noticed that. I saw Lindmark, and I saw he was actually sitting in a wheelchair. Maybe did he dinged his ankle? We get his father over here. We're going to get the story later. First and 10 here for the Rockets. Murphy flanked by D. He pulls it back. He looks. He's going to take it himself. Oh, he throws it out, swings it out to Strout. Strout's got a blocker in front of him, Beckenhuis, and he's going to go the distance. Ryan Strout.
They called him out of bounds.
He might have stepped to the out-of-bounds marker and bringing it back. That was about a 61-yard touchdown play. Murph pulls it down. He's thinking of running. He sees Strout out in the flat, and he takes it back.
And a flag. Referees are brutal, aren't they? They just don't like to have any fun.
However, there was a flag on the play.
They might have called him over the line of scrimmage, but I didn't think he was.
I don't think he was either, but
downfield, yeah. So what happens there in their offensive set, every play is a run or a pass, Tim, right? So the offensive linemen are blocking the run. So they don't know whether they're giving it or taking it. They shouldn't know. And sometimes when a longer developing play happens, the linemen are so far downfield because they're blocking the run that it's illegal. A lineman can't be 5 yards down the field. And that's sometimes what happens in this type of an offense.
Wow, what a play pulled off the board. That was going to put this thing out of reach in the first quarter. Murphy ad-libbing, throws it out to Strout for 61 yards. They call it back, so 1st and 15 from their own 33. Hands it off to Alvin Day, and Alvin spins it for about 10.
Nice job getting half of it back, staying on schedule, reasonable. 2nd down and 7.
They have no answer for Alvin Day right now. He's got about 6 carries. He's averaging 8 or 9 yards every time he touches the ball.
Tackle made by number 4, Brian Logan. 2nd down and 9.
Doherty and Strout, bottom of the screen here. Heck of a tandem.
Beckenhuis up top, I think, with Alex DiNapoli. Murphy in the shotgun. Flanked by Day, as we've seen all day. Murph pulls back right now. He's looking downfield. He's looking for Strout, and he's got him! He didn't get 65, he wanted 75, and Ryan Strout takes it to the house.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. That same guy, guy's going to pull it back.
Oh, no.
Give me that guy's number, will you?
Oh, my God.
My God.
Ryan Strout gets a 61-yarder pulled back. He's going to go for a 75-yard. He's telling me he stepped out of line.
That dude's the fun police. He's the fun police. He doesn't want anybody to have any fun. Yeah.
It's these new thick lines on the Hollingsworth field, but what a pass. Murphy looking downfield for the first time, hits Strout in stride, rips it down for a big first down, let's say just outside the 10.
Ryan's got big shoes, apparently. He's towing the line over there. Look for Jesse Doherty. This is
left right here. This one's throwing to Murph. It's a one-on-one right there. Oh, my gosh, one-on-one. There's flags all over the place, so now.
Did they call a flag? Another one. The fun police is still here again. The fun police.
Let's see what we have
Jesse
going
gave it a
here.
little shove.
Yeah, they're going to call offensive on Doherty.
They're trying to keep it close. Jesse's good at that, right? It's the old basketball play where you sort of lean into the guy, give him a little nudge, and then fade away. They were all over that one, though. I think it's a terrible call. if I haven't made that clear already.
One-on-one with Doherty, as we said, he's had a couple of 50-50s, and he hasn't lost one yet this season. This time they bring it back on the penalty.
On Rockets, one ineligible receiver downfield.
Another ineligible receiver downfield. Okay.
You're gonna see our boys offensive line. They're gonna be hearing it at halftime from Theo.
Honestly, in that scenario, it's not anybody's fault. It's sort of it's the scheme, and sometimes you live and you die with those penalties because of the way that it's run. I think they can go to they're going to double team Doherty.
You don't see too many first and goals from the 25-yard line, but we have one right now. It's a swing pass right there, and now it looks like someone moved. Swings it out to DiNapoli. He's got Aiden Beckenhuis and Strout in front of him. It looks like someone may have been offsides on Belmont.
Offside against the Belmont line. The 5-yard penalty moves the ball to.
They might have lined up in the neutral zone there, so call it first and goal again, but we gained 5 yards. First and goal from the 20.
Belmont made a switch, put number 4 out on Jesse Doherty. A little bit better size out there.
For the touchdown.
Number 4 is Brian Logan for Belmont. Good-looking player out there, number 4. Thinks he can probably handle Doherty with his size.
In motion is Strout. Alvin Day flanking, and he hands it off to Alvin. Alvin cuts left, big hole right there. He gets some back. He's in just about the 10-yard line. It's going to be second and goal from the 10.
Gain of 7. It's going to be
really nice tackle by number 83, Bryce Hubbard for Belmont.
For the touchdown.
Second and goal. You're thinking about maybe getting half of it here, getting inside the 5-yard line here, giving yourself a chance on 4th down. Plus, we've got a pretty good field goal kicker in Jake Palm. Get some points on the board here.
Doherty, DiNapoli right, Strout, Beckenhuis left. Day flanking Murphy. He goes back to pass right now. Murphy's got plenty of time. He steps up in the pocket, and he's going to run this thing in. James Murphy takes it himself.
Oh, of course he stepped out of bounds. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he?
This is the 3rd time in 3 games he stepped out of bounds, but Murph takes it right down to the 1-yard line. Beautiful step up in the pocket for James. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 1-foot line. They're going to make it 1-yard line here. So nice play by Murph to tuck it and run. Looks like she's going to get in there.
So Brian, my mother-in-law listening in Naples, Florida, says she wants to see the scoreboard more. My mother-in-law.
I got to see the scoreboard
more.
All right, let's go. Well, listen, as we change for the first quarter, Rockets lead 15-0. And, of course, we have a giant girder in front of the scoreboard for you, Brian.
1972 is having a reunion today here at a football game. We'd like to wish them a happy class reunion, class of 1972.
I got a couple of birthday wishes, Tim.
Perfect.
I'd like to make one immediately.
Couple of birthday wishes here,
Brian. If you can zoom in on the cheerleaders. My favorite cheerleader happens to be a young lady named Lily Haverty. She turns 18 tomorrow.
Wow.
Big birthday, October 1st. Her grandmother's listening in Florida as well. And we just want to wish Lily a very happy birthday.
Awesome.
You know
happy birthday
dating?
to Lily Haverty. I heard she was dating some guy.
Number 11.
Number 11. Oh, I got you.
It's a little cliche, but they're so cute together. And
listen,
happy birthday to Lily.
This is a lot less exciting than a high school romance between the quarterback and the cheerleader. But I got a shout out to Rich Morningweck, who is watching from North Carolina. He's fighting off Hurricane Ian. He's a good buddy of Dave Crowley's right now. So, Rich, if you're listening, we're paying attention.
All right, listen. We went from Lily Haverty to Rich Morningweck. What kind of a segue was that?
It was a big drop off. It was a big drop off. Right here, right hand off to Alvin Day, and Alvin drives up the middle. It looks like he's got a second touchdown of the day. Alvin Day all day. 2 touchdowns here for Alvin. And the Rockets are having their way with Belmont early here. Right now it's 21-0. We'll see if they go for 1 or 2 here. I said, Murph, if anyone has my number, and by the way, if you have my number, you're a very special person.
Why don't you give out your number?
You know what?
Air. Give it out.
I might as well. I might as well. You get lonely when you get to my age, Murph. You don't care who calls you.
Man. Almost an empty nester.
I get a lot of texts from numbers I don't understand. I've never heard of before. Here we go, Palm back, and there's Jack Murphy with a hold. Beautiful snap, hold, kick, but it looks like he pulled it. It's hard to see from here. That was odd.
Is that Riley Lerner? I got to figure out who's doing the snapping.
So the kick is no good. It looked like it was perfect set up here. It's hard to see from this angle. Rockets up 21-0 with 11:54 to go in the half.
Timmy, I think that was Riley Lerner, sophomore, number 45, doing the snapping. I gave credit to his older brother on the first kick, but good for Riley getting out there. Snapping it to sophomore Jack Murph, who's and sophomore Jake Palm's doing the kicking. Nice battery there.
We mentioned it last week. Their dad runs the Reading football Twitter. Absolutely awesome. If you can't be watching and you can't be here, follow along Reading football Twitter. It's the best.
Please do your part.
Right here, Palm is back to kick off. Another bomb by Palm. This one is fielded. Oh, it's actually fun right there. Beautiful play to pick it up himself. He gets stacked up around the 20, but that was a really dangerous play. Hit him right in the chest. The thing was a bomb, and he was fortunate enough to pull it down himself. And Belmont's going to try their fourth try on offense here. They've had no luck to date against the Rocket D.
Another sophomore, number 44, Ben Deemer on the tackle. I love calling the sophomores and the juniors because you know the
Love
future's
Deemer,
bright.
former neighbor of mine, moved across town to the Big Bucks, I think right across from Haverty.
Yeah, right
somewhere in that neighborhood, right?
For Belmont.
Right now, Arno in the shotgun. He's got 3 split left with Garung. Right there, he throws it out there. Number 1 is actually Chris Cogliano, 6'3". He's a guy who had a couple of touchdowns in their first matchup against Cambridge Ringe and Latin. Looks like he takes it for about, say, 4.
He stopped after a 1-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 9.
Looked like it was more than that, but he dropped back so far. He only gained 1. 2nd and 9 here for Belmont.
Against Centrella, Robichaud, Colin Donahue controlling the offensive line. Number 8, Sean Crowley at defensive end, top of your screen.
Right there, he pulls it back. Oh, it's a fumble right there, and in comes Palm to rip him down. Mishandle of the handoff, and Belmont's going to pay. Palm coming in from the defensive backfield. He's got wheels too, Murph.
Who, Jake?
Yeah.
Outstanding athlete. He'll do some damage on the Reading basketball team this year. Coming off the bench, a senior-laden team as well. But Jake and Jack Murph and Shea Donahue, you know, they'll be major contributors in the off-season, in the hoop season as well.
3rd and 12. This is a huge play if Belmont wants to get anything going. Arno flanked by Garung. He's going to roll out right and look to pass. Throws it up right there, and he's got a guy
really
open.
Nice
Beautiful play.
Really nice.
Number 1 is Chris Cogliano. He's 6'3". We mentioned him earlier, and he pulls that down to midfield. So big play for Belmont here, 3rd and 13. Their second best play of the game after a huge Garong run earlier.
That's a tough throw, running to your right, throwing the ball on the run. He put it on a dime, man. That was really well done.
Beautiful pass by Arno right there. Belmont would love to get something going here and get themselves back in this game in the second quarter. 3 split left, 1 right. Garung flanks Arno. He's back to pass right now, and he's looking deep right now. It's a little bit up there. Oh, my gosh, beautiful play right there. Pulled down by, it's up in the air and great coverage, and he actually pulls it down. Number 4 was Logan Bryant. Oh, sorry, Brian Logan. There's 2 first names there, I think. Brian Logan pulls it down one-on-one. He had a height advantage over Doherty, and Belmont wins that battle. Wasn't the most beautiful pass in the world, but it was effective. 2 big plays in a row for Belmont as they march down 1st and 10 at the 23.
Defense is challenged. They need to step up here as Belmont enters the red zone.
In motions, 83. Oh, right there, he throws it. There's Arnold looking to throw it, no one there.
Great pursuit by number 70, Josh Robershot, number 75, co-captain Colin Donahue, putting the pressure on. And, of course, number 16, G-Money, G. Akamo Iapika.
From the Reading 22.
I talked with the Iapekas. They said every single time someone mentions his name, they mispronounce it, Murph.
Not me.
Yeah,
me.
not Giacomo.
Lisa was upset with me because last week I mentioned Ron, I mentioned Giacomo, and I mentioned Marissa down at Coastal Carolina watching the game. I didn't mention Lisa.
Oh, my God.
Lisa, hi, I'm mentioning you.
It's unbelievable.
Yep,
It's unbelievable.
People love shout-outs, Timmy. They love the shout-outs.
We got a couple more later coming, Murph.
All right, I'm going to give up my cell, and if you're listening out there, we want to know you're listening.
2nd and 10 right here for Belmont after a couple big plays. Right there, he pulls it underneath. He's wide open there. Looks like number 1 is Chris
Alex,
Gagliano.
well done.
Beautiful tackle by DiNapoli. Stays right with him and brings him down.
Gosh, he's so fundamentally sound. Alex, I'm going to say Alex Knapp is the best athlete on the field right now. Just
He's hit almost immediately
when he plays, it's smooth,
number
it's
5,
tough. He does a really
Beckenbauer.
nice job. Good to see him back out
When
there.
he's missing, you notice
It's
it.
going to be 3rd down. And about
9:05 left to go in the half.
Rocket.
Rockets up 21-0. 3rd down here, clearly 4-down territory. Unless we don't know of a big kicker that can get some points on the board for Belmont. 2 right, 2 left. Garung flanks Arno. He's back to pass again. Throws underneath, wide open right there. It's like number 5.
Pass is complete to number 5.
Looks like Stephen Hong. Wow, absolutely wide open. It's going to be 1st and goal here for Belmont. So Belmont's been successful on this run here. A couple of big plays and wide open is Hong.
The Rockets defense is being tested right now in the pass game. Not a tremendous amount of pass rush. Now you remember, Donahue and Robichaud and Centrella play every snap, both sides of the ball. Might be getting a little bit gassed here as 8 minutes left in the first half.
Cogliano and Ben Williams split right. Those guys are their 2 big receivers. He's going to keep it left himself, and what a play right there. Jack Doherty comes in and closes. That was a design play for Arno to keep it and go against the grain, and Jack Doherty snuffs it out and closes quickly. Pushes him back here now. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 15. Huge play by Doherty.
Robbie Savio was in on that tackle as well.
Goal to go from the Reading 14.
Arno coming in with a play from the sideline.
I got a quick shout out after this play. Let's get a stop here on 2nd down.
2nd and goal from the 15 for Belmont. 3 split right, 1 left. It's a handoff right there up to Garung, and he gets. He makes it very shifty. He's a guy who doesn't get taken down in that first contact, so he's been effective tonight. Takes it to inside the 10. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from inside the 10.
Big play here for the Rockets defense. 6:50 left in the half. Rockets up 21-0. Great atmosphere here at Hollingsworth Field. Packed house. Great student section.
It is much nicer with that wind down from last week, Murph. It might be the same temperature, but that wind was wicked last week against Danvers.
Look to Belmont to go through the air right now.
William and Cogliano right. Garung flanking Arno. He's going to roll right and look to pass. He did that earlier today. He looks across the middle, throws it behind him.
Well played, number 25. Quarterback tried to get to the edge. Savio strung it out, put pressure on him, didn't give him a chance to get a good throw off. Excellent job by the sophomore inside linebacker.
Palm was all over the receiver as well. We called his name. We called Jake Palm's name a ton in the early going here for the Rockets.
Kid's a stud all over the field. Good kid, too. Hard worker, cares.
There's a penalty
Works his
on the
tail
player
off.
holding against Belmont. That penalty is declined.
Big play. Fourth down.
Fourth down play here from the 10. They're going to go for it, get themselves back in this game.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Arno comes in with the play that's going to get 10 yards here, or they're going to turn the ball over. 6:13 to go in the half. Rockets 21-0. Arno in the shotgun. 2 left, 2 right for Belmont. Back to pass right now. Oh, my gosh. Big Robichaud is in there. Oh, he throws
Really
underneath
nice
and
Jakey Palm.
Jake Palm right in there. Big Josh Robichaud was in there. Huge pressure. And Arno throws it incomplete, and the Rockets will take over on downs. Huge defensive play for the Rockets.
Rockets offense is pumped right now. 6 minutes to go. Plenty of time left. Up 21-0. Looking to punch one in before the half. Quick shout out to me. So I have a family. My family does a nice job. They tailgate every week.
Yeah.
And they rotate who has the pregame, okay? But this week, guess what? They poured the wine and then more wine and they didn't come to the game. They decided to listen to us and drink more wine.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Is that okay?
Not only is it okay, I actually highly recommend it. Who wouldn't want to listen to us, Murph? Was you kidding me?
Okay. We're going to zoom in on the sponsors here.
Oh, yeah, we got some of the sponsors here. I certainly can't see that and say we have Tango Plumbing, Iapika Construction, Agility Orthopedics. Love to have all of our sponsors down here. We'll definitely pan across them. If I can't see them, I'll mention Athletic Evolution in there.
Let your good sportsmanship show during this contest. Reading High School.
Reading Lumber as well. Listen, if I missed you, it's only because I can't see that far, guys, but we really appreciate all the sponsors here for the Rockets on a timeout. Joe Bean Real Estate. Love the beans. Anya, that's Eamon Centrella's mom's business down there. He's a senior captain for the Rockets, 72. He's a house. Once again, thanks to all the sponsors of the Reading Rocket Football, and Fourth, the Friends of Reading Football.
Back to the action. Jack Doherty in the backfield, I think for the first time tonight, giving Alvin Day a break.
You're correct there, Murph. So James is in the shotgun, flanked by Doherty. We have 3 left. Looks like Jesse Doherty right. He's looking down there for Jesse underneath. Makes a move and gets it out to about the 22-yard line.
Fun fact: Jesse Doherty, Jack Doherty, not related.
I think
Can you
one's,
believe that?
I think one's a Doherty, like D-O-G-H.
Yeah. Differently, yeah.
Doherty. The only doughy guy I think is actually Jack's dad. I ran into John. He's a little bit doughy.
The second down and about 2. Pass was completed to number 10, Jesse Doherty.
Murphy back to pass right now. He's looking for Doherty one-on-one, and oh! Nice play by 23. That's Garung, their running back. Tight coverage on Jesse, and Jess makes the play, because if Jesse pulls that one down, he's got nothing but green in front of him.
Going to be third down and
All
about
right,
2 yards to
first
go for the
Guinness
first
bet
down.
here. Okay,
Oh,
they're
here
going
we-
to run the football to Jack Doherty and gain the first down on third
Now you
and
know
short.
you owe me 2 already, Murph,
I know,
right?
I'm trying to
All right.
dig myself out of that hole.
It doesn't mean I give one back, is it? It just means that you lost. Like, you still owe me 2, right?
Okay,
Or no?
okay.
I know. We'll figure it out. Murph right here. And you called it right there. There goes Doherty for the first, so I guess I owe you one back, Murph. I'll give it to you.
All right.
I'm +1 on the year.
Doherty is the ball carrier. He picks
That's a
up
win.
About 4 yards.
Good job, Jack Doherty, getting the first down, and back
Out to
back
the
comes
21,
Day.
First down and 10 Rockets.
I tell you, the Doherty and Day tandem in the backfield has been really effective. We missed Jack last week, but he was a stud in the first 2 games when Alvin was out. Alvin comes back last week and does a great job. His Murph pulls it underneath this Doherty, a little bit behind him. Can't pull it down.
Ball's incomplete.
That's a play they've
It's gonna be
hit on
second down and
maybe
10.
10 times already this year. You're right. Ball a little behind him. He'll come back to it.
Ball is at the Reading 21.
Tell you they're putting athlete on athlete there is Garung versus Doherty. Garung won the first battle, and that one was just a case of it being a little bit behind him because Doherty had a lot of room in front of him there. Good-looking slant. Listen, how do you defend against 4 guys who you've thrown the ball to for 2 years?
An abundance of weapons here for number 11.
Murphy back to pass. He looks left. Good, right there. Beautiful play. Number 50 comes in and takes him down.
Murphy is hit by number 50, Max Cornelius.
Alvin Day was the guy who's supposed to pick him up, and Cornelius comes in and takes Murphy down. It's going to be 3rd and 13 here. Rockets pinned back deep, 4:38 in the first half. They're up 21-0. They're in command, but big play upcoming. 3 split right. Empty set here for Murphy. He's back to pass. He's got time. He steps up here. He rolls out right. He's going to look. And right there, he just throws the ball away. Good coverage by Belmont, and Murphy has to throw it away. You're going to see the Rockets punt the ball for the first time today.
4 minutes left to go in the half. Rockets up 21-0.
Credit Belmont right there with a coverage sack right there. Murph looked downfield and no one was open. He tried to pull it down. Throws the ball away, and Jake Palm is back for the punt. No surprise here. Number 23 is back to field it.
Again, number 45 sophomore Riley Learned with a really nice
snap.
They
get a flag right now. They're actually going to blow the whistle before the kick. Looks like they're going to move the Rockets back another 5 yards here. Looks like some motion.
Ryan, can you zoom in on 45? Zoom in on 45, Riley Learned, 45.
4th down and about 18.
Center.
All right, Rockets get pushed back 5 here. Rockets push back 5 here. There's the
Really
kick
nice
right
shot.
there by
Great
Palm.
kick.
Palm gets it out to about he's going to let it go.
Great
It takes
kick.
a Rocket bounce, and they get it into Belmont territory.
Austin McCloskey. Nice job by Austin.
I tell you, we wanted to mention some guys from last week, and number 31, Austin McCloskey on special teams, made what could have been a touchdown-saving tackle last week against Danvers. Beautiful run back by, I think it was Owen Gazanowski, one of Danvers' outstanding players. And number 31 was the last line of defense. He pulls him down, or Gazanowski would have went to the house. So beautiful play. I wanted to mention him from last week, number 31. 1st and 10 here for Belmont. They'd love to get on the board here before the half. 4 minutes to go. Different look right here for the setup. Arno flanked by Garung. Hands it right up to number 23. That's probably the first time I've seen him hit and taken down. That kid bounces off of everything, but that's a no gain up the middle. Number 16, Giacomo Iapika. Number 25, Robbie Savio in there to close the door on him.
It's going to be second down and 9.
Murph, I got a little segment coming up. It's called Ask Murph Anything.
Oh, boy.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. We have a number of different people want me to ask you. I said, you can ask me anything, but it has to be non-football related, so get ready.
Do I have to be honest in my answer?
No, you don't have to be honest. That's ridiculous. Here we go. Arno in the shotgun. Back. It's a sweep out there to 23. Nice play. Nice cutback right there, and he turns nothing into something. Giacomo Iapika in there as well as Jack Bonney. But number 23's been the top player for Belmont here tonight.
Just short of the first down.
3rd and short. Have to think it's four down territory with just a yard to go inside the Rocket 45.
Hey, I've been impressed with this Belmont team. Arno,
Garung has
Cagliano,
been
Garung,
incredible, number 23.
Hong, Logan. These are good players. They're hanging tough.
Arno flanked by Garung. It looks like timeout here for Belmont. They're going to reconsider. It's a big 3rd down play, and they need to get on the board. 2:43 left here.
Second charge timeout.
We're going to go back to the scoreboard here for your family here, Murph, because we don't know what they got to make sure that they know what's going on here.
Well, they were down in a hurricane.
Yeah.
Well, wait,
Hopefully everyone's safe down there.
Tough week for the Floridians.
Teach the positive principles of life, self-discipline.
All right, we got the student section here, right here. We're going to give them, let's give them a little bit of love over here, guys.
Activities provide the foundation for life.
Kids getting pumped up here during the timeout here. Student section here. Looks like a bunch of the middle school guys out here giving the Rockets some love. So, Murph, I got to tell you a story. I might do it just before the half or just after as Belmont comes out here. I went to back to school night this year. I'm going to tell you my run-in with Coach Fiore. Yeah,
Okay.
Wasn't a run-in. It was very positive, but I'm going to pump up Coach in a little bit here. Third down, he's under center. He keeps it himself, and he is. I don't know if he got this thing. This is going to be a spot. You'll like we talked about it being 4-down territory here, Murph, but I don't think he made it. I tell you, you think Arno, they go right. You think you might want to go behind numbers, 315-pound number 77, but there's a big body over there on the right-hand side too. I got to think if you're looking for your yard, just walk right behind number 77. He's a house.
If you're the Rockets here, I'm thinking about maybe using a timeout, depending on how first and second down go here. With the Rockets offense, if they get the ball with a minute, they'll be in good shape to maybe punch one in.
They gave him the first down here, Murph.
Yep.
So we have 3 split right, 1 left. Garung flanking Arno. He's back to pass. Oh, there's Robichaux just running over people. He has to scramble right. He throws it downfield. No one there, out of bounns.
Good pursuit by Josh Robichaux. Colin Donahue again.
Imagine seeing number 70 bearing down on you. Arno's a good athlete, but he's not a big dude. Josh Robichaux may weigh 100 pounds more than him.
And he's got the shirt tucked up like old school lineman with the belly hanging out. I love it.
He looks like he's the old Nebraska guys. You know what I mean?
Nebraska in the 90s, exactly right. Transfer from Austin Prep, played a ton of football at Austin Prep, was a great player there. First year at Reading, is a junior, leading the way.
Oh, man, he's coming back.
Both sides of the ball.
It's going to be nightmares for the Middlesex League. 2 left, 2 right here for Arno, flanked by Garung. 2nd and 10. He rolls right.
Sean Crowley.
Oh, my gosh. Number 8, Crowley.
Forget him.
Crowley has him, and Arno turns nothing into something. Great pursuit by Crowley, but shifty Arno takes it for about 5 yards.
And he gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:31 left in the half. Rockets up 21-0. Hoping to get the ball back one more time here in the first half.
The ball carrier, he scrambled for a gain of 2. Run out of bounds over on the far side by Reading's number 2, Alex DiNapoli. It's 3rd down, and about 8 yards to go for the first down.
Clear 4-down territory here with 1:31 here, Murph. 3 split left, 1 right.
Ryan Strout now in on defense, number 4.
Arno back to pass. Big pressure by the Rockets. Across the middle, he had number 1 Cogliano and overthrew him. So Arno's had a couple of balls overthrown today. He's had a few guys open. 4th down, you'll probably see Belmont go for it here.
Clock stops again with 1:26 left in the half. Coach Fiore's, if they throw it again and stop the clock again, I believe they still have 3 timeouts left going into the half. Enough time to put together a 2-minute drive. Put some points on the board going into the half. Big stop here for the Rockets.
Belmont would love to get some points on the board here before the half.
74 Brian DeMild over the nose, rushing the passer.
Big 4th down play here. Arno back to pass. Oh, big pressure right there. Number 74, DeMille just wraps him up.
Back to pass.
Beautiful play by Brian DeMille.
A host of Reading tacklers.
Rockets going to take over here with 1:19 to go, and that field's way too short for James Murphy and company.
DeMille.
Love to see it. Minute 19 left, 3 timeouts, good field position.
48-yard line.
Let's see if they can put together a good drive here. Nothing like a 2-minute drill. Great experience for the playoffs and future games during the year. See if we can get the ball rolling here on first down. The key to a 2-minute drill is get the ball moving, get the defense backpedaling. Can't call their signals in.
Empty set for Murphy right here. Three right,
completion.
2 left. Murph back to pass. Good pressure right there. Murph keeps it himself. What a big hole right there. Oh, he straight arms the guy and takes it for about
Get up, let's go.
20 yards. They got to
running.
move. He knows it. He would have loved to have gotten out of bounds there, but I think they called timeout here. The Rockets to stop the clock with 1:10 to go. Murphy had nothing but daylight there. He pulls it down. Good pressure on the outside, and Murph steps up and takes it for about 22.
So what happened there, everybody locks onto a receiver. The receivers are all going deep. So we have 8 defensive backs backpedaling deep. Murphy sees it, makes a guy miss, does a nice job moving into Belmont territory here.
1st and 10 from the Belmont 35. 1:10 to go.
Great communication. You see Murphy always talking to the receivers, always talking to his linemen. They're all turning back. The communication of this team, this offense in particular, is incredible. You don't see this a lot at the high school level. There's never a huddle. You never see them do a huddle, so it's all communication on the fly. Really well-coached team.
We have DiNapoli, Doherty left, Beckenhuis, Strout right, Alvin Day flanks Murphy.
Haven't seen Aiden's name called in the pass game yet. I would expect to see that pretty soon. Number 5, Aiden Beckenhuis, co-captain.
They get their best player on him right now. 23, Garung is on Beckenhuis. Murph back to pass. Throws it underneath. Wide open is Doherty. Doherty gets out of bounds smartly. First down, he gets about 12 or 13. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rockets from the 23.
Number 65, Ryan Mulvey with a battle up front. Great job. Great job by all the offensive linemen.
We talked about Mulvey last week. He's a little unsung hero in the offensive line, always doing his job.
1st down and 10, Rockets.
Brady Swanson, number 73, left tackle, did a nice job there, as well as Centrella, Robichaud, and Donahue. Really nice pocket. When they can give a pocket like that, it's not fair.
Murphy back to pass. He steps up. He looks, he's going to keep the ball himself. Murphy takes it for about 3 foot.
How about a flag there, pal?
Might be out of bounds, and it was. Number 1, Chris Cogliano came in and hit Murphy after he was outside.
15. And show me the kid's father, too, in the parking lot after the game.
There is a flag on the play.
That one's going to attack on 15 more. The Rockets as Murphy takes a hit out of bounds. 56 seconds to go here. It's got to be 1st and 10 for the Rockets. They're going to walk this one close. They're going to make it inside the 10-yard line here. Call it right on the 10. 1st and 10.
In a while.
There was a personal foul. It is going to be 1st and
Murphy, empty set right here. 3 split right, 2 left. Murph back to pass. Good pressure right there. Throws it underneath to number 2, DiNapoli. Nice play. He only gains. Oh, he's still at his feet, DiNapoli. Oh, my gosh, and he goes in. What a play.
What a play.
DiNapoli gets stacked up after a 2-yard gain, fights off a couple of defenders, spins out right and takes it to the house. Beautiful play by Alex DiNapoli. Wow. Looks like, Brian, did you get a good picture of that girder? We have a girder here. We're gonna blame it on the cameraman. He should know. You should know what you're doing by now, Brian. Oh my gosh, the DiNapoli Gary DiNapoli's gonna murder you after that play. What a play by Alex DiNapoli. We called his name a couple of times today. Huge athletic plays. They look like they're doing the swinging gate again, but now they pull it in. More traditional formation right here. 3 right, 1 left. Jack Doherty flanking Murphy. Murph's going to roll right. He's got a couple of different options. Throws it underneath. Wide open is Strout.
Strouty.
Pulls it in for 2. Rockets, 42 seconds to go in the half, and it's 29-0. What a play by Alex DiNapoli. Literally turned nothing into something. Just an athletic play. 2 or 3 guys on him. He spins out, takes it for about 10 yards for the touchdown. Rockets in command here at the half, 29-0. It's one of those things where you might see Coach Fiore roll some guys in come halfway through the third or fourth quarter.
Second for Belmont, eager to run. Number 25, Miles Torres.
Jake Palm back to kick here, Murph.
Jack Palm getting set to kick off.
Palm with a big leg. That thing's a bomb, too. On a line down to the 5. He can't handle it. He picks up the 10. Cut back. Nice cut back, but he gets stacked up around the 20-yard line. So,
quick shout out before half, Timmy. Do you know the Newell family?
I
Great
don't.
Reading family.
The Newells?
Erica Newell,
you
watching
remember.
from home. She was going to come to the game tonight, but she said, why come to the game when we can listen to you guys?
Oh, my God.
At home,
To hear the
relaxing.
the silky tones of Jim Murphy. Are you kidding me? You can hang out on the couch.
Erica, thanks for listening. You're the best. Anybody else out there, feel free to text Timmy or myself. We love the shout-outs.
I got to give a shout-out now. I got a call from my son, Dan, at UMass. He wanted to give a shout-out to Mikey McLovin-Lloyd. Mikey said he opted out of college. He is now training to be a postal carrier in Woburn with a buddy of mine, Johnny Letters Sawyer, as his trainer.
Love it.
Mikey Lloyd, listen, his dad played in the band with me years ago. Dad, great drummer. And Mikey McLovin-Lloyd, there's a shout out to you from the boys out at UMass.
Belmont will take a knee.
Belmont takes a knee, and they're going to run the clock out here. Not the worst call ever with the Rocket D. Pin deep. That's going to be the end of the first half here. I got to apologize, Murph, to the band parents out there and the people who are going to watch the band. We don't have the right mics for them to work, so even the mics, when we point them out, did not pick them up, unfortunately. But
can we keep that camera on and at least
we will absolutely keep the camera going. We'll keep the camera on the band for the halftime, and we'll see you in a bit.
Fans, we'd like to welcome the Pop Warner football players tonight here at the stadium, and also the Pop Warner cheerleaders as they are helping Reading High cheerleaders.
What's up, boys? How you doing?
We'll get you guys rolling in the beginning of the second half, all right? Now, any questions you want to ask? We always ask that. Listen, if you're not doing this on, what we'll do is right, if we get them right before the half, before we can give you
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the field for the halftime performance, the Reading High School Marching Band in color guard.
So here's the thing. Once these guys play the thing, they're going to try to run this back quickly. They're going to hurry up. We'll try to turn it before the second half starts. Yep.
This is right here. This is like a zone. Go a little bit out. Keep on. We should move it left and right. There you go. Got the angles right. Huh? Do it. Hey guys, the way the timing is set up, we may interview you during the third quarter. We need to do some stuff to fill some time. Yeah, it's going to be a good job. Right? So if you guys don't mind hanging, we don't want to take it off here. You guys come up and crank some juice for it. So what we'll do is it's a natural break in the action. We'll turn back. We have to turn back to the game. We'll turn back to the game. We can always come back here. All right? Still going? Zoom in. Is that as far as it goes? Just keep it on him the whole time. No, put it on the board. The person doing it on him. Oh my god! He's got nothing! Zoom in on him. Zoom in on him. He has a swing up. You're joking. Oh my god, then he's walking around with the ceiling. No. Oh my god, he just found him at random. That was hilarious. That's bad style. I'm not trying to see the longest 7 minutes of my life. Zoom in on the kid, please. Where is he? Oh, top middle. There you go. Oh my god, that's so funny. He's just walking around. Like, what did he get hurt doing? Carrying his instrument? How did he get hurt? Are you serious? Like, I'd rather.
Thursday, October 20th, Winchester running, and this morning was like Friday, and we were at Lexington Saturday. No, thank you. Okay. Yeah. This was getting harder than
Ladies and gentlemen, how about when they stand for the Reading High School marching band and color guard? Also, once again, we'd like to welcome the Pop Warner football players and cheerleaders for tonight's football game. Fans, once again, the MIA and the Middlesex League would remind you that participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked very diligently to prepare for today's competition. We ask that you show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. We thank you for your cooperation. Fans, we once again would ask you to pay close attention to our banner sponsors, Agility Orthopedics, Cupcake City, The Maine, Gilbert Insurance Agency, Santana Insurance, High Business Construction, Reading Lumber, Julie Johnson Leading Edge Real Estate, Athletic Evolution, The Sports Zone, Marcelo Plumbing, Crux Athletics, Divine Mechanical, 9.
The Rockets cranking Enter Sandman as they come into the field. Belmont comes in first. This place is hopping here, Brian.
Everything but the dog. And Joe Bean Real Estate. Thank you, sponsors.
And here come the Rockets, Brian. The Sandmen are entering right now.
Here come the Rockets.
The Hollingsworth Field is electric tonight, Murph. Hey, Murph, we have some very, very special guests here today. We're going to turn around the camera because we've got 2.5 minutes before we start here. Last year's captains, we've made it a tradition here. Thomas O'Brien and Colby Goodchild. Let's see if we can turn this thing around, Brian, and see these guys. Murph, I'm going to hand it off to you. I'm going to bring these guys in close. Let's start with Thomas. Here we go. Thomas, I'm going to pass this over to you, buddy. There you go.
All right, I am just thrilled here today to have two of my favorite all-time Rockets. Former captain Thomas O'Brien. Thomas, welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all the success you've had. Tell us what you're up to right now up at Andover.
Right now I'm doing a post-grad year at Phillips Andover, just right up the road, 10 minutes. And next year after I'll be going to Harvard to play football.
U.S. News and World Report, the top-rated high school in New England, Phillips Academy, and you're there. And again, tell us how the Harvard thing happened. It came late. It came after your senior year at a camp. Really exciting stuff. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely kind of out of the blue. You know, I didn't have much interest here my senior year, so that's kind of what sparked the PG year. And then over the summer, I went to their camp, and then just my performance, I guess, at the camp kind of sparked their interest more, and they gave me an offer, and I couldn't refuse that offer, so
awesome.
I took it.
What I love about you, Thomas, is the ability to – what's that?
Shout-outs to his boys.
Yep, do you want to give some shout-outs to your boys listening?
I mean, my teammates from last year, you know, all the seniors I graduated with, the ones that are watching the stream, JP, Sullivan, Nick Zanino, J Law, all you guys out there.
Are they listening? Do you think they're listening?
I hope they're listening.
Okay, awesome. You had a great lacrosse year. I think part of the reason you got the Harvard offer is because you You dropped some weight. You got in great shape. You've always had the mentality of a great offensive lineman. How was your first game last week at Andover?
I mean, it's a different experience. You know, the competition level is definitely a little higher at the private school level. Just the average kids that goes to school to be an athlete, so it's a big difference. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely different playing on Saturdays and Fridays, but I mean, it's a fun time, and I'm really enjoying it.
All right, Thomas. What I love about Thomas is he's a big teddy bear, but he's an animal on the field. He's got a great mentality, and he's a great academic kid, right? He had very high academics. Got into Phillips, got into Harvard, and congratulations on being such a great, well-rounded kid.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Well done.
Thomas O'Brien, listen, this kid's so big. You don't need to see me on camera, Brian. This kid's so big. We didn't have a cord long enough to keep him in the frame. We're gonna bring Colby Goodchild in a little bit. Then we're gonna start the second half here. Like my head isn't big enough either here, Brian. Come on. Hey, Thomas, great to see you guys. Colby, we're gonna bring you in. We have a little break here. Stick around with us, will you? Yeah. All right. Rockets gonna kick off here in the second half.
Quick shout out to Brian Lindmark for doing yeoman's work on the camera here. He's dancing around, moving around, following directions.
Meanwhile, like I said, Gary DiNapoli is going to kill him because when Alex scored a touchdown, he was filming a girder. Big kick for Palm right here. Oh, it's I'm going to tell you what, every single kick has been fumbled and turned into something that looks like number 38 in there.
How about Jake Palm? Kicks the ball, sprints down and makes the tackle. How many kickers do you know that are doing that?
It's incredible.
Turns it out to the 19-yard line.
Quick shout out to Erica Palm, Jake's mom, whose birthday is today. Brian, can you scan down to Erica right there? Can you get Erica on the camera? It's her birthday today. Second birthday shout out, Erica. Great job raising a great son.
Oh my God!
She has 3 amazing kids.
She's so excited to be on the camera.
Yes,
the camera loves her. All right, right now it's 1st and 10 for Belmont. We're starting to roll in the shout outs, Murph. A lot of people sending us messages at halftime. Right here. Pulls it back underneath Arnold. No one there.
Well done by Aiden Beckenhughes. Number 5, Alex DiNapoli. Number 2, Andrew Jack Voney. Number 9, all over that play.
I'm going to send a shout out to my buddy Pat Barbera. Belmont born and bred.
Oh,
he's watching right now at home. Went to Boston College with Pat. He's a legend. So glad to have Pat watching us here today. Pat, it's not looking so good for the Marauders, but thanks for checking in, buddy. Right now, Arno in the back hands it up the middle to Garung. Beautiful play right there. He takes it for about 3, but stacked up.
Garung is the ball carrier. He picks up about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7 to go for the 1st down.
Love to see Thomas O'Brien, the former captains. Murph, we pulled it last year. We brought in the captains from the previous year. Danny Oak, Dom DiCrescenzo. We missed Damari because he's playing college football at Bentley. Super excited to have Thomas O'Brien here, PGing up at Phillips. We have Colby Goodchild we're going to bring on a little bit later. Right now, empty set here for Arno. Hands it up the middle of Garung. Nice cutback, but he doesn't get much.
Why don't I give my headsets, Timmy, to affectionately known as my favorite kid in Reading, not named Murphy. And sometimes when James and Jack are kind of bugging me, he's the number 1 kid in Reading. Colby Goodchild. My favorite kid I ever coached.
Do this for me. Colby, come on up here, and you can take over color for a few minutes for Hey, Colby, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, I can.
All right, listen, we have Colby taking over color commentary for Jim Murphy here today. We'll watch the plays here, Colby. I'll ask you some questions as we go.
All right.
Right now, Jaden Arno. It's going to be a punt here. Look, have you ever seen a puncher this big? Right there, number 77, fielded right there by Strout. He cuts back. He brings it inside the 40. I've never seen a 315-pound punter. Asa Rosemeyer, we talked about him earlier. He's 6'4", 315. He's mentioned as a member of USA Rugby's U18 national team.
That's impressive.
Kid's a hoss. So listen, Colby, former captain here last year. You moved on to St. Anselm's. You're playing some lacrosse up there. Tell us about what it meant to be a captain and a player on the Rockets.
I mean, just the atmosphere here Friday night, being back. It's a special feeling that I don't think I'll ever feel ever again.
Murph hands it off to Alvin Day up the middle. Alvin takes it for 4 or 5. So I tell you, Colby, I'm going to say this because I'm a massive fan of you. I'm a massive fan of your family. You had an incredible senior year, and I'm going to personally say that I don't think that the Globes and the Heralds recognize what type of year that you had. You were an incredible football player, 10-1 team, 10 wins for a Reading team. That doesn't happen often. You were part of that.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to put you in the spot right now. We get the color right now. And snap back to Murph right here. Murph looks downfield. There's Jesse Doherty for the first down. Give me some color commentary, Colby.
I've never done this. I don't know what to say.
Listen, it's totally awesome to have you here, Colby. 29-0 here, Rockets in command. Tell us a little bit about lacrosse up at St. A's. What are you doing now in the fall?
It's much different than high school. We got a full off season. It's just like we're in season right now. We got practice 5 days a week, 2 lifts, 1 conditioning. It just never stops. All classes. Everyone's holding each other accountable. You got to keep your grades up. That's the most important thing. But the culture there is really good. Everyone on the team gets along really well. It's just, I love it up there. It's great.
Beautiful. It's nice, far enough away for your college experience, close enough to get home and grab a meal from your mom and get some laundry done too, right?
Yes.
Handoff right here to Dade. It's a misdirection right there, and Strout's gonna get tackled right at the 1. Beautiful play. Looks like the ball is down, and Belmont takes it on the 1-yard line. Huge turnover for Belmont.
Pass is complete. Carried down.
Misdirection. Murph faked us both out. He throws it out to Strout, and Strout loses the ball on the 1-yard line, and Belmont takes it. Wow, what a play right there. Good play for Belmont. So, Colby, I got to tell you what. I told you I was a fan. Your father, Mark, I remember coaching the E team with you guys. That's how long ago we did this together, right?
Yes.
And I know I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. I don't want to embarrass you, but I know that your mother has a crush on me.
Nice. There you go.
Listen, buddy, we're going to get you on camera. I want you to think of a couple of guys you want to give a couple of shout-outs to. Thrilled to have you and Thomas join us here. Former captains of Reading High football. It really is something special to be part of this team. 8:35 left. It looks like they actually have it out at the 20. I don't understand where they must have actually recovered the fumble in the end zone. Garung gets stacked up here. So, hey, here's your chance, buddy. Who do you want to say hi to? Any of your friends? Let us know. I'm putting you on the spot.
Got to shout out the whole class of RMHS football 22 and all the captains this year taking over, leading this great team. James Murphy, Eamon Centrella, Colin Donahue, Aiden Beckenhuse. All great kids, all great football players. I know they're leading this team to go really far.
You know what happens, Colby? When you're a good captain, you bring good captains behind you, and it creates a culture. And the culture of Reading football has been an absolute powerhouse. I got to keep you here during the play here. He's back to pass, Arno. He throws it underneath. Beautiful play right there. Ooh. Right in his hands. Number 1 was Cogliano. They're going to throw a hit on him. I don't know how you call that. He just dropped the pass and took a big lick. He wasn't out of bounds. He dropped it, but they're going to call it. It looks like a personal foul on Reading. Listen, Colby, thanks so much for coming. Love to have Rocket alumni come back.
Yeah.
We're going to bring Murph back on here, but thanks, buddy. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right. We're going to bring Murph back in. Hey, Brian, thank God Murph wasn't on here. Thank God Murph wasn't on the mic for that hit right there. He dropped the ball, he got blown up, and they called a personal foul. I've never seen such a thing.
The ref's terrible. I can say that. I can't get fined.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Belmont. Arno pulls it back, looks underneath. Oh, beautiful play. Nice play right there. It's going to be a 1st down.
Pass is complete.
Belmont really needs to get something going here at the start of the 2nd.
Miles Torres.
See if they can make this a little bit of a game.
Number 9, Andrew Jack Voney on the play there.
By Reading's number 9.
Jack Voney's on the field all the time on the defense. A good, solid player. He's always in the right spot.
He was a guy whose name we called a couple times last year, and I'm like, you love to see sophomores getting their name called because
Junior.
You know
Andrew's a junior.
Last year, I was saying last year we called his name.
Yep.
He's a junior this year, and like, you know what I want to hear for the next two years are the names Robbie Savio. Oh man, there he
Get him, Robbie. Get him, man.
Good job for. Look at this beautiful play to escape. He throws it the first pass to Ben William, 6'2" Ben William. You got to credit that to Arno right there.
Number 1.
Huge escapism. He had a couple of rockets all over him.
Down to the
And that's just an athletic play by Arno right there to make absolutely nothing into a huge gain for Belmont. First and 10 for Belmont from the 20. Handoff right here. It's on the jet sweep. Gets stretched out and is
really
DiNapoli
nice
again. I tell you, how many times can we call DiNapoli tonight?
He's all
he
over
is
the
involved.
field.
He's everywhere.
Nice job by number 8, Sean Crowley, stringing out the play, pushing it to the outside so that DiNapoli and Aiden Beckenhuse can clean it up.
Nowhere to go, and that one actually ended up being a loss. Second and 10 for Belmont upcoming. 5:45 to go in the 3rd. Seems awfully quick. This clock is rolling. Coach Dave Blanchard yelling at the team for a change of formation. There's Adrian Garung again. He's been the best player on the field for Belmont tonight.
Robbie Savio with a great tackle.
We talked about Savio. We talked about those sophomores. We're going to be calling his name for a couple of years.
25. Rob Savano.
Something to watch here, Tim. Number 4, Brian Logan. Got a pretty significant size advantage on number 22, Jack Doherty, who's our right cornerback, top of your screen, farthest away. Jack's a tough kid. Great cover corner, but he's given up maybe a foot. You got to think Belmont might try to take advantage of that.
There was one earlier play where he definitely took advantage of it. It wasn't the best pass by Arno at the time. He's throwing it up again. Wide open, number 1, Chris Cogliano for the touchdown. Beautifully set up play. Palm playing free safety, tried to get over and couldn't get there, and Belmont gets on the board. What a play. And listen, that entire drive was made by an absolutely unbelievable play by Jaden Arno, QB. He was pushed back, almost sacked, rolls out, throws a huge pass down the field. And I absolutely love seeing number 77 out here, kicking, punting, and playing both sides of the line.
Belmont has a little swinging gate of their own here set up.
They do. The swinging gate themselves. One gate for another gate here. Belmont gets on the board, and big Asa Rosenmeyer is there back to kick. May not be hiked to him. Now they roll it back. Classic high school football. Things you might never see at the college. Oh, it's a low snap, and They're calling. It looks like they might have called motion, but it was a bad snap, and number 7 picks it up. He could have run that thing in, but it looks like there's a penalty before the snap.
Scores 29-6 with 4:35 left here in the third quarter. Belmont with an exceptional drive here to put one on the board.
Absolutely beautiful play and beautiful pass from Arno to Cogliano.
You know what Doherty and Strout and Murphy are thinking? Oh, good. We get to play in the fourth quarter now that Belmont scored.
Oh, yeah.
I know how these guys think.
Listen. Here we go. Extra point here, and that is the kick right there. And it looks like it goes through.
Good kick. Good kick.
On a line. Rosenmeyer kicks it through, and Belmont, the Marauders, get on the board. So it's 29-7. You know, Murph, I looked up Marauder. It's pretty unique. It's a pretty unique name.
I'm offended by it. I think they should change it. Wait, first tell me what it means, and then
So
I'll tell you
yeah,
if I'm
I
offended
will tell
by
you.
it.
So the Marauder is actually really interesting. It's actually historically, it's a term that meant people who roam around looking for things to steal.
Yeah, I'm offended.
So-
I'm offended. I think they
So
should change it.
clearly the Marauders are looking to steal this game. It's not working out exactly how they wanted, but nonetheless, Belmont on the board with a beautiful series here. Murph, I told you we're gonna get it going. We're gonna call Ask Murph Anything. I've asked some people to text me, and you know, it's ironic. Like a lot of people, they ask the same questions we asked of these kids when they were 10 years old. So someone sent me a text and said, if Jim Murphy had a superpower, what would it be?
I'd be Captain America.
I didn't say what superhero you'd be, and you don't have to answer right now. What superpower would you have? You're not on the clock right now, Murph, but I'm going to come back to this.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, what a play right there.
Carter
That's
Leonard.
Carter Leonard. Scoops it and runs it right back to the 45, so the field position is going to be excellent for Reading here.
So I don't need to think. I'm a big Avengers guy. Okay.
Really? Yeah?
I think I might be Iron Man. Give me the suit
You think so?
and let me fly around and blow things up.
So just a regular guy with technology
Not
and
just regular,
science?
he's a billionaire.
Oh,
He's a playboy, a philanthropist,
Okay.
and he blows stuff up. What else do you need? Give me Iron Man.
There you go, guys. Text message for what would Murph's superpower be. He still didn't answer my question. He said he'd be he said which superhero he wanted to be. I've asked him twice. He hasn't answered what thing he
X-ray
wanted.
vision. How's that?
Oh, my God. How many times do I have to ask this, Murphy? Swings it out to Stroud. Beautiful play right there by number 7. Strung it out. It was a cool-looking play by the Rockets, but well defended by Belmont. So Brian, I'm here right next to you. You can't hear me because you don't have a headset, so I'm going to lean in. I asked Murph twice what superpower he wanted. He told me 2 different superheroes he wanted to be. What is he? You want to be Batman next? What's going on, Murph?
I would think Superman would just be the ultimate.
But why Iron Man was just a regular dude, right, with a lot of money, and so he just brought the technology in, right?
fair point.
He just
That's a
brought the
fair point.
technology in. Alvin Day up the middle. What a spinorama. The Alvin Day spinorama is becoming a thing because every single time he gets hit, he spins left to right and pulls 4 more yards off of
Alvin
it.
Day was the ball carrier. He carries the ball down to the
Really nice to have Alvin and Jack Doherty back.
36. First down and 10, Rockets.
Clock ticking. 3:35 left in the third. Rockets up 29-7.
Murph, I got another text. Ask Murph anything. I got a text. It's a little weird. Why did you steal my girlfriend in high school?
Oh my gosh.
Was this text? I won't tell you who it's from, but it's a little
I
disturbing.
never had any girlfriends in high school.
There's Murph right out there. Stroud's got one guy to beat.
Oh, nice, Ryan.
Wow! Ryan Stroud absolutely. But the stiff arm rolls over the defender and takes it for 20 more yards. That's the Ryan Stroud we've seen all last year. It's a Ryan Stroud we've seen earlier this year. He is a massive weapon for Murphy.
Great play by Ryan.
First down and 10, Rockets.
Ryan, all conference last year, all Scholastic, honorable mention. I think he could have a chance to be all Scholastic this year. He and Jesse Doherty, an incredible 1-2 tandem at the receiving core. Both have over almost 300 yards receiving. Impossible to double cover either one of them.
Could you imagine your 3-4 tandem is Beckenhuis and DiNapoli, and then throw Palm in there? Insane amount of weapons. right there. And then throw in Alvin Day, who's had a massive day on the ground. This time he gets stacked up for a short loss, so credit Belmont there. But the Rockets just a little bit too much here. Hey, so Murph, I wanted to mention, I went to back to school night, right?
Yep.
I run into Coach Fiore in the halls. He's dressed in a suit, right? He looks like $1 million, right? I said, if you thought Coach hated like the Hollingsworth Field lights, wait till I get a petition going to have him wear a suit on the sidelines for one game this year.
That'd be nice.
Oh my God, it'll be awesome, right?
Good call
under
screen.
Center screen to Alvin Day, and that's the third touchdown for Alvin today.
Good call. Good
Beautifully
call.
set up. We saw it one time last week. Any pressure underneath. Alvin Day is having a day. That's got to be at least his third here today. Beautiful pass by Murphy underneath. So
I like that. Coach Fury, kind of like a George Hallis.
Oh my God!
Chicago Bears in the 1960s, right? Wear a suit on the sideline. I'm into that. I like it.
So the guys I was thinking of was Tom Landry, Cowboys,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I had someone else that I had here. I got to think about it. Vince Lombardi, right? The
wore a suit.
original,
Yeah.
right? That one's pulled a little bit left, and it's no good. The Rockets are 35-7 here. So how about this? Coach is going to be absolutely. There he is. The lights make him crazy, and now we're going to demand that he wears a suit one time. You know what those other guys used to wear? The fedora hat, too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I'm going to tell you what. He's going to need to wear a hat because the Hollingsworth new lights can give you a sunburn on that head. I'll tell you.
Boy, the student section, I'm not sure if they're going to Capri Pizza or something, but they cleared out as soon as we went up 35-7.
Listen, this is what we were talking about, Murph. We need some Reading institutions to stay open a little later on Friday night. I mean, they stay open later, but the food ends at 9:30. This is craziness. I used to deliver pizzas back in the day.
I got a message off of that comment last week. Chili's stays open late.
The fact that I don't know that, Murph, is miraculous.
Yeah. Chili's
because
is the one I go to.
Because I have my name is engraved over there at Chili's, but I'm usually there early afternoon. Not early afternoon. I'd say late afternoon, just in case my boss is listening. Here we go. Oh my gosh, they haven't fielded a kick yet correctly, but they've been fortunate enough to hold on to it. They get it back to the 20.
Palm, Carter Leonard, Austin McCloskey on the tackle.
Can you imagine if we start putting the pressure on the students and the staff to say, let's get Coach Fiore in a suit, in a hat for Thanksgiving Day? Oh my gosh, it'd be awesome.
Number 38, Devon Bursey, in on that tackle as well. Heck of a player on the JV team. Had a big long run against Barnstable to the JV team beat Barnstable's JV team on a Bursey 65-yard touchdown run last week.
Was that Bursey? There was an older Bursey, right?
His big brother was a superstar.
His big brother was an absolute stud for the Rockets. I love to see another Bursey coming up. The middle is passed off to number 23, gets stacked up. Doesn't get anywhere. Rocket defense stout.
The Rockets, the ball carrier.
129 left in the third. Rockets sticking with their first string defense anyway here, up 35-7.
Murph, I got to tell you, you bringing up George Hallis and Lombardi and Landry, the fact that you knew them is shocking because you're so young. Because last week I brought up Jim Zorn from Seattle, and you looked at me like I had three heads.
Yeah, Jim Zorn, I don't remember him.
How about Ken Stabler, right? Ken Stabler's a lefty. We're talking about lefty quarterbacks. Because Voisin from Danvers was a lefty. I'd ask you one other question, Murph. I heard it last night. There's only a single lefty in the NFL playing as quarterback. Who's that?
Tua Tagovailoa?
Correct. He's no longer playing, unfortunately, because it was a brutal hit he took last night. We have 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rockets up 35-7. I got to give another shout out. I do want to give a shout out to Michaela Kale, right? So Michaela Kale, right?
Thomas O'Brien.
So So let me tell you what.
An item.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I go to parent night the other day. I run by Michaela and I go, "Where's room 206?" She's not listening because her and her friend, I think it was a Wilson, Boudreaux family, were talking to each other. She sent me about a mile down the road, I didn't know my way around. It was late for the class, and I wanted to bring that up. I want to give a shout out to Michaela, but I also want to say, as a student ambassador, you sent me in the exact wrong direction.
The Kales are the best, starting with Michaela.
Legendary parents, Dina and Albie. Oh my gosh.
100%.
Let's give a shout out right now to the Reading cheerleaders. What a crew! Is this a bigger crew than normal?
It's a good squad. Did I mention Lily's birthday? Can I give her a second shout out for her 18th birthday
I think you
tomorrow?
did, Murph. Yeah.
She's my favorite.
Yeah. Brian, I know that the Pop Warner girls were here earlier. They've been gone for about 2 hours right now. No, these are all actual Reading High cheerleaders.
For the Reading High School cheerleaders.
Just trying to figure out why my son is in a freaking wheelchair. I don't get it.
Listen, Brian, so Brendan Lindmark is in a wheelchair, but I think that's a little overstating his injury. I mean, I hope I'm not over. But listen, he's in front of the cheerleaders, right? He's doing the sympathy thing. This isn't the worst thing.
I actually think he's perfectly fine, and he just went out there and he wanted to hang out with the cheerleaders tonight. The guy's a legend. I will tell you this. There were a couple of shout-outs, and I'm getting there's some dissension in the Kale family for Michaela not getting shouted out by Thomas. So, listen, we are in the middle of a soap opera triangle.
Maybe we could have them both on next week and
oh
kind
my
of work
God,
it out.
no, we can't do that. It's crazy. What a throw right here, number 4. Oh, all over. These guys are hugging each other all the way down around.
Good play by Jack.
Jack Doherty all over him. He's giving up about 8 inches to number 4 there.
Depending on the play for the Rockets was number 22.
Wondering here if Coach Fury's going to mix some kids in here in the fourth quarter, up 35-7. And that's exactly what he's doing. Some new names coming on the field, starting with number 74, Brian DeMild, number 66, James Donahue, number 28, Carter Leonard,
Ball is at the Belmont 25.
host of others. Well, this is the punt return team. Never mind.
There you go.
I screwed that up.
I know, Murph's looking at his sheet to give more shout-outs, and he's not paying attention to the game. I have to give a shout-out to my buddy Billy Hughes. He's out in Phoenix right now, and he is watching us from Phoenix.
All right, Billy.
Because he has nothing better to do on a Friday night in Phoenix. Billy's an all-time classic, legend here in Reading. Billy's the same size as the punter for Belmont.
Oh, this could be a touchdown.
Kick right there. He kneels down on it. It's Jack Connie.
Had the whole right side, but he was probably taught to.
Yeah, he might have been told to kneel that thing down.
Guess what's happening right now, Timmy?
What do we
the
got?
Jack Murphy era is beginning right now.
Here we go.
Number 3.
For the first time, varsity experience, son number 2 for James Murphy. Jack Murphy is going to go in for his older brother. We might be seeing a little taste of the future here with 11:47 to go in the fourth, Murph.
And what I'll say about my younger son, Jack, is he's very different than his older brother. His older brother's a pro-style quarterback, perfectly sound technically. Jack Murphy is like a little Doug Flutie. He'll run around and make stuff up as he goes.
I love it. He certainly doesn't have the stature of James.
Carter Leonard and Max Leone in the backfield.
First snap to the very first snap goes. You know what? Here's the problem, and I am not gonna knock on Colin Donahue right here. He's used to snapping to 6'5" James, not 5'8" Jack. I could be wrong on those things.
5'11". Give me a 5'11". He'll kill you for that one.
All right, sorry. Listen, I'm trying to help out Donahue right here. I was the father of a center too. Very first snap. You know what? Just means a longer pass is coming up right now or a longer run for Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty. There's so many Dohertys on this team. Jack Murphy. Murphy, Doherty, the Irish. O'Connor. What's Lindmark? What's the genealogy of Lindmark? Like what's you're Swedish, huh? Oh, you know what my favorite thing from Sweden is? Swedish fish. Delicious. Yeah, I guarantee you that they don't have Swedish fish in Sweden. All right, hey, 1st and 10 here.
38.
They
Devon
turn the
Bursey
ball
in the
over.
backfield. Other than that, looks like the same starting defensive unit here for the Rockets.
Unfortunately, that play, the snap over Murphy's head, turned into a turnover.
23, Max Leone on the tackle.
Leone is the ball carrier.
We got Shea Donahue going in there.
Number 76, Roman Oliveira.
It's going to be second down.
Works into the
And
game.
12 yards to go for the first down.
15, Shea Donahue at left corner.
Coach Fiore doing a good job of mixing it up here, getting some other players want to be playing on this team for the next 2 years. 11:03 left to go, 35-7 Rockets. Pulls it underneath, beautiful play right there to number 1. He cuts back. Right
Tackle
there.
by Leone.
Nice tackle by Leone. Is he playing middle linebacker there?
He is, yep.
Pass is complete to Cogliano.
Here comes 74, Brian DeMild in the game. Robichaud's night's probably over.
DeMild had a massive play on a 4th down earlier in the game today.
Made by Max Leone.
Third and about 8 here for Belmont. Arno in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle.
Interesting call there on third.
Wrong. And they're going to stop. It's clearly 4-down territory inside the 25-yard line of the Rockets. This is a big play. Belmont would love to do it again. Really nice drive for Belmont last
Ball
time.
carrier carries the ball down to the 25. It's going to be 4th down and about 5 yards to go for the first down.
Stick number 4, Logan for Belmont's cramping up here. This happens late in games when kids play both ways.
I tell you, we talked about not a lot of bodies over on the Belmont side, so those guys have been on the field all day. Arno flanked by Garung. Back to pass Arno. Good pressure. Throws it underneath. A beautiful play. Did he pull it down?
He did.
Pass is complete.
Wow, he threw that in a place where only Cogliano could catch it. And that was a really nice-looking play there for Belmont. 2 guys on. I'm sorry, it's not Cogliano. I thought he was number 1. Number 4.
Not for the first down.
Logan.
It will be first down and 10 for.
Apologize to the Logan family there. It looks like a 1 from my old eyes here, but beautiful-looking play from Arnold to Logan.
Ball is at the Reading 17.
First and 10 here for the 17. Shotgun for Arno. Looks back, has some good protection. He rolls out right. He's looking for someone, no one there. Coverage sack, he throws it away. Smart play.
Good coverage, good pressure by the Rockets.
Arno's pass goes incomplete.
Number 16, Giacomo
That makes
Iapiga
it second down and
on the
10.
pressure. Stops the clock, 8:25 left to go in the game, 35-7. Reading is up with a comfortable lead.
Murph, if we did get Fiore to, Coach Fiore, to wear a suit on the sidelines, and then with a fedora hat, what size hat do you think he's wearing? What size?
I'm going to stay away from that
You
one.
gonna defer, yeah. Well, because you're still tied to the team, but I'm going to say at least an 8. My son graduated, so I'm just going to say it's size 8. That thing is a melon. It's full of football knowledge, though, isn't it?
It really is.
Second and 10 here for Belmont.
Not going to jinx anything, but we're close to a historic number for Coach Fiore in terms of career wins. Probably happen later in the season with any luck.
He's the type of guy who loves for you to talk about it in advance,
that's what I did.
right? So you can tell me very secretly what number we're looking at.
I think we're looking at the 150s, a couple wins away from 150.
Number 83.
Beautiful. Well, you know what? It's a perfect time to bring it up, Murph, and I'll tell you why. Because the next 2 games are on the road. We're not going to be calling this game, so let's tease it out that the people paying attention. How many more? Do you know what the number is? How many away from 150 is Coach?
I believe he's after tonight. I believe he'll be 2 wins away.
All right, so those are 2 road games, so we won't be here. So let's cheer on that Coach Fiore gets number 150 while we're away. I don't know, back to pass those underneath. Good coverage
tackle.
right there. Beautiful play right there. Like Shea Donahue.
Shea Donahue. I might be wrong about that, Timmy. He may be one away after tonight.
He could be, too. I think he might be wrong. You've been wrong a lot tonight, Murph.
Well, you know, hey.
You still owe me one Guinness, too, which is good. You creep back in the Guinness category.
I still think Iron Man is a superpower. Like, to be Iron Man.
Well, maybe his superpower that was he is like the greatest engineer in the world.
That wouldn't be the worst thing.
No, that's not bad at all. You know, he's the greatest engineer in the world. What a superpower for Murph. 6:58 to go. 35-7 Rockets under center. 4th down here. Big play for Belmont. Rolls left here. Huge pursuit right there. Oh, my God. What a play by Bursey.
Back to pass.
Sophomore, 5'10", 210 pounds. Good-looking football player right there, number 38.
Devon's older brother was DeAndre, is that right?
Yep,
What an absolute stud he was here for the Rockets back in the day. He was an incredible running back. Love to see his younger brother come up and make his name. Sophomore, 5'10", over 200 pounds. I bet he looked pretty good in the backfield, too.
We got number 18, Jason Anderson, making his varsity debut here at wide receiver. Number 17, Thomas Merkel.
James Donahue back out there.
Leonard and Leone in the backfield, I believe.
There we go.
Max Leone, nice little gain.
Leone up the middle. I don't know if you noticed it, but I'm sure you did. Jack Murphy with the fake. The handoff and the fake pass, looking very good for the first snap that reached him today. I need to see a little Jack Murphy magic here. You say he's like Flutie. Let's make it happen.
I'm not sure they're going to let him throw it today, but in due time. Number 66, James Donahue, sophomore left tackle, playing with a severely sprained wrist today. Tough kid.
Handoff to Leone again. Nice play, cuts back. Wow, nice run by
really
Leone
nice
right
block
there.
by 17, Merkel. 15, Shea Donahue.
Thomas Merkel, great play there. And also number Jacob Whitmer in there too, sophomore number 64.
McKee is out to the 45 and up for the first down. It's 1st down and 10 Rockets.
.535 left in the game. Rockets up 35-7. Coach Fury emptying the bench here a little bit.
Jeremiah Sanford checks into the game. He's a big boy, sophomore, 220 pounds plus. Oh, what a run by Leone. They're going to try to run this thing down, but I tell you, I can't say Murphy in the backfield anymore. I got to delineate between James and Jack, and I'm destined to screw that one up, Murph.
Number 87, Jack Mahoney in the game, senior, 6'1", 170, wide receiver. This is pretty much the JV team. They got a game tomorrow at 3 p.m. at Belmont. This is
I'm going to tell you,
the same names
there's some
here.
big bodies on there. James Donahue, 6'2", 240. Got to love to see these guys getting some play right there. Oh, jet sweep there, and they lost the ball. I think that might have been an option play, and the handoff was muffed. Kind of trying to get, looks like Thomas Merkel in the play, and they turned the ball over. They actually didn't turn it over. Sorry, they fumbled the ball, and the Rockets hold on to it, fortunately.
10 yards to go for the first down.
I think Jack did that on purpose because I think he wants to throw it. Now it's 3rd and 10. Let's see if they let him throw it.
He's like his older brother. He's like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Let's see if he can chuck it down there. Love to see the first varsity pass for Jack Murphy here. Let's do it. Pass it off right now to 17. Merkel, he gets nowhere. Stacked up, it's going to be 4th down. You might see the punt team come in here, and it will.
Number 27, Mark Tango.
Jordan Whitmer in there.
44, Deemer.
Mike Boudiette is in there, sophomore. Here comes Thomas Merkel back in as
89,
well.
Jordan Whitmer.
Switching up a couple of the big bodies here.
Here comes Sanford and Donahue.
It's Palm right there. They're going to let this thing bounce. It's going to take a rocket bounce to the 25. We have 3:11 left here, Murph. You know, hey, listen, this was a game that on paper you thought the Rockets would take care of business, and they did. They looked much sharper this week, didn't they? They, in general, the Rocket defense was awesome. But I said last week there was some missed opportunities on the offense, but this team had this game in command most of the day.
It was a pretty good performance, I would say, overall. Coach Fiore and the staff have to be happy. Big week next week versus Woburn. Crosstown rival. They're a tough squad. Always give Reading fits. They're on the road at Woburn. It'll be a big one.
As you exit the stadium tonight, that you please take the trash with you.
We talked about this in the past, Murph. The Reading-Woburn rivalry. You always talk about Reading-Stoneham because it's 100 years old. But realistically, Stoneham is in a different division. It's really just a Thanksgiving Day game. I'd say for the same division in the same league, Reading-Woburn has always been a nasty rivalry, and next week is going to be awesome.
Yeah, if you recall last year, Timmy, they gave us a really good game here at Hollingsworth Field. I think the Rockets won by, I don't know, maybe 10 or so, but it took a big fourth quarter drive to do it. Coach Belcher is going to have that team ready to go. They've got a great senior quarterback. Always tough kids coming out of Woburn, you know that.
It's one of those weekends. It's the first long weekend of the college year, so I know there's a lot of Rocket alumni who come back home if they live nearby. You know, they're going to get their clothes washed and some food, and they're going to go see the Rockets over in Woburn. I think my boy Dan and a bunch of his former Rockets will be there next week.
Can't wait to see them.
And what a play, what a tackle right there. I got to see who that number is. I tell you, number 20 was Austin Lassiter, who had a huge play early in the year. I watched that Cambridge Region Latin game.
Might have been 44, Ben Deemer.
Ben Deemer, former neighbor. Ben's got a high motor. Ben's got a real high motor. His brother Adam played here. Let's give a shout out to his brother Adam if he's watching down at Clemson University right now.
Big game for Clemson tomorrow. I think they've got the late night game.
2nd and 14 here after the stack up by Deemer. He said he hands it up the middle. He gets absolutely mowed over. Max Leone in there, middle linebacker position.
84, Michael Boudiette. Boudiette's been a terror on the JV season this year. Been probably their best defensive player.
Lassiter was the ball carrier. He stopped for
Jordan Whitmer, number 89 in the secondary.
Third down and about 13.
Jack Murphy, number 3.
.151 and counting down. The game in control here, Murph. People running out to Capri before they close the kitchen. This pitch right here. Oh, gosh.
Savs. No, that was Max Leone. I'm sorry,
Max
number
Leone
23.
was in there, stacked him up, got a little bit of help to wrap him up afterwards. Mike Boudiette in there on the tackle.
Jaden Rodriguez was the ball carrier. He's knocked down by Reading's number 23.
Murph, I don't remember who we're going to play a couple games out when we'll be back. I think we have 2 away games coming up. And a unique game. I think there was a game that's actually a Thursday night game set up.
Yes.
So that's going to be really something. I think that's is that an away game at Winchester or is that here?
No, it's here.
Oh, it is. So I think that's the next time we're back together.
And then you're out for 1 week, right?
Listen, I'm going to be gone the last, I think, regular season week against Lexington. I'm going to be in the Scottish Isles with my buddies from Scotland. So
awesome. Well, we get the legendary Dave Hennessy filling in for you. A legendary Pop Warner play-by-play man. Can't fill your shoes, but we'll do the very best we can.
I was going to say big shoes to fill, but then he told me Hennessy, and now I'm very jealous. I might have to cancel the Scotland trip so I don't lose my spot, my number 1 spot.
Kick is blown dead.
I was wondering if number 11 was going to let his little brothers kneel down, but no, he's taking this one.
Yeah, so we're going to have victory formation here with 35 seconds to go here. James comes back out. The Rockets going to kneel. Really nice night here, right? Did what they needed to do, executed another first series drive that looked like, the mix of run and pass. The Rockets have a ton of weapons on offense, right? They're going against Woburn next week. That's going to be a real test on the road.
Be great if we could get Lindmark back, get everybody healthy, going into the Woburn week, big work week. Should be a heck of a game next weekend.
Murph, as always, a pleasure to hang out with you and Brian here today. Brian, I can't believe you figured out the technical difficulties you had earlier. Nothing. Murph, we'll see you. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. I think, pay attention, folks. If you're like a couple of weeks out, it might actually be a Thursday night game. If you don't follow RMHS football on Facebook, please do. And follow RMHS_football for your Twitter. Is it Mike Learned, the first name?
Brian.
Yep. Brian, sorry. I know the Carter's son is another Learned here, so Brian, sorry, Brian. But incredible job. We will see you in a couple of weeks. Murph and I will be back here on a unique Thursday night football. See you guys.